Good morning. Good morning. It is now 8:32, June 28th. All right, cool. Let's go get it. So, a couple of things real quick. Welcome to Beyond Charts Morning Brew Show. We're giving the news and the plays for the week. What to expect for today, especially on E-minis and SPY. So, right now, we're having a huge buyback program. Well, they were scheduled to do that today, but unfortunately, what I'm reading is that the only one that did a buyback program is pretty big. It's about up in the hundreds and something $billion of buybacks. It's a Morgan Stanley, right? MS. The rest of the banks are just doing dividend stocks. Okay, so they're just increasing their dividend yields, which, as expected, rates are going higher. Another thing, I'm hearing again that there's a huge from major funds. Don't know if it's true, but there's major buy program set in place. Okay, and we're looking at probably 7,000, XPX probably 4,000, 4,200, somewhere in there. That's what I'm hearing. Don't know if it's true, but that's the rumor. So we're gonna be looking at we'll be ready for that. We have to hit certain headwinds above or break through. Coinbase having pretty much about 1.2 billion in losses, so just get ready for that. And they're not looking too good. If Bitcoin keeps going down, Coinbase is probably going to go lower. Consumer confidence is this morning. I think it's at 10 o'clock, roughly, maybe now. I think it should be coming out now, so we'll pay attention to that. What's going down? I think they already came out because the market had a reaction, so it probably wasn't really positive. What else do we have? All right, so a couple of things here as well. July 6th is going to be a big day. That's 2 days. July 4th is on Monday, so that'd be this Wednesday, July 6th. Now, the Trump tariffs for China are in place. They expire July 6th. Okay, food for thought. If Biden extends it, he could extend it. Is he going to mess this one up as well? That's less revenue for the U.S. Now, for us as traders, here's the flip side. If he doesn't extend it, all China stocks rip. Baidu, Neo, all the Baba, all the China stocks rip. Okay, so we will rip. We will rip. If he doesn't extend it, for the economy, not so good. Less tariffs that we receive means that less revenue for the GDP, but it might offset inflation a little bit because then you have more goods hitting the marketplace, but nobody's buying them. Don't know. We'll see. Does he extend it? Don't know, yes or no. Keep an eye out on the news for that, because we're going to notice the Chinese stocks like Baba, Baidu, Neo, etc. Those, and we see Baba starting to move already. Somebody knows something. Next thing, the solar tariffs. Does he take them off? He hasn't. He said he was, but he hasn't done it yet. If he does, then you're going to probably be looking at stocks like Enphase. Enphase is primed to move. We have shop to split tomorrow. So we'll see if that goes. What I'm noticing on Google too, we have insane premiums added on Google. Like they're just insane right now. So that's what I'm looking at. And we'll see. All right, let's get to it. So that's the news, and I'm kind of like watching it. Look at it. I'll put it in the beginning so that way you'll know where it's at, and that's it. All right. As far as today, what we're looking at, let me take myself off here. What are we looking at here? Well, so far the Asian markets have produced a doji, so another equal type of day. So we're having two equal days right below the level that I gave you guys on the Patreon page, which is about 39.50, 39.60, where I said that we might find sellers up there. Well, we did. Now, that came overnight at the Asian Open, right, yesterday. And today, we couldn't break above 39.50. So we have 2 days in a row. Now, momentum is slightly bullish when I'm looking at the internals from yesterday, and I looked at them through my quad, is basically I noticed that it was a pretty even day, advanced decliners. However, what I did notice, there was slightly bullishness. There was slightly more buying than selling. So that's what I've noticed from the internals yesterday. We could, maybe pull back. Today, my line in the stand still remains the same, 39.50. Actually, there's another one, 39.30. Okay, 39.30, and I'll get into that. So we start going in here, 39.30. This is where the morning, the Asian market, this is 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we close right around 39.19. But the highs in the Asian market was 39.37 or 39.38. There's this 39.31, 39.32 that I'm noticing that this is the value area, 39.30 so far for the Asian market between 39.30 and 39.12, with the most action occurred around 39.20. Okay. Are we going to stay within this range or go above it? Now, 39.50 is above. Now we have 2 days of consolidation up here. So are we going to have another sideways day? Right? Don't know. Or are we going to break out or break down? And that's what we're going to look for on moves. So if you watch the Beyond Charts method, we're going to be looking at squeezes like this one, which happened pre-market at 816 and we sold off. We're being bought right now around 39.10, 3900, 30, right in there. We know that we hit my level that I said yesterday of 38.85. We hit it overnight. Unfortunately, that's what happens. We hit our levels overnight session. But 38.85 is where I was looking to add to a long position. So is someone else thinking the same thing. So, but basically, this is where I saw the buy programs come in from 2 days ago. Okay, so 39.85. Ideally, I would like to get in on the lower range, not on a breakout, but that's just me. Again, I'm going to be looking to see right now. It looks like 39.10 was from yesterday. We had these levels up here around 3900. I noticed a buy program kicking in. Okay, what else do we have here? So let me go into the overall markets to see where we're at as far as the this is the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Russell. And again, we're still forming higher highs, higher lows. This is a doji. So are we going to have the same type of thing so far or work our way higher, gradually working our way up towards that 50-day moving average? Okay. There's a gap to be filled up here around 39.76 to around 4,018. Okay, usually we have a magnet for that gap, but we need to break above 39.50, 39.60 first, as well as 39.32. Okay, that is a possibility. MACDs are fresh. We do see, as far as my indicator here, the fear and greed indicator. The greed indicator is going a little higher, so basically people are a little bit more optimistic, but this can turn so far, so we'll see. As far as the NASDAQ, just started going up. I'm seeing Google stronger. I'm seeing more buying in tech. Russell starting to go. All right, let's go into the VIX. The VIX is at the bottom range here. Again, if we break the bottom range, and this is the range set probably last week, if we break that range of 2684, that means that we're probably going to go higher. That means that 39.32, 39.50, and then 39.60 is going to go. We're probably going to hit 4,000 and close that gap. Okay, so I'm trying to help you put the pieces together. Now, the TNX, the 10-year note, is starting to go up. We can't have this go up too much because that's going to put a little pressure on the overall market. So keep an eye on that. As far as oil is starting to creep up. We creeped up from 101 back up to 110. Oil above 110 is not good. So that's going to put added pressure to the markets. So we'll see. We need oil to come down, not above 110. All right. Let's look at the overall markets. Now, the SPX, again, at the high range here. Now, this trades a lot less than the E-minis, but we're going to trade off the E-minis. It's not the high range. So not a sell-off. The MACD telling me it probably needs to cool off, but this could be setting up for, if this bounces here, right at that 50, around 39, 38, 90, then more than likely, we start seeing these squeezing going back up, then that is going to tell me that this is probably going to be an exhaustion buy, and then probably 39.50, 39.60, maybe 4,000. We'll see. We're close. All right, so that's how we read that. As far as the E-minis, again, right now it's finding buyers at this 39.10. Okay, so we got a buy program right there. It's probably going to go up into the open. We have about another 48 candlesticks. So we'll see what this can go. Let's see how it reacts around that 39.20, which coincides with the point of control with China or the Asian markets. All right. In other news, let's go into it. What I'm looking here across the board is basically Google setting up, right? We can see right now it's holding at 23.38. But if the markets start to rally, Google's going to be the leader. It's leading the charge of all the bangs. They're not called fangs, they're called mangs now. But 2303 on the bottom, if it breaks that, we collapse. That means the markets are pulling back and Google can probably pull back. Break 2303, and then it's got this level up here of 2263, right in 2260-ish. On the upside, if we start breaking the pre-market highs of 2335, then Google can probably run. And then it can probably run to these highs around 2375, 2400. We'll see. It's looking prime, but right now the MACDs are still pretty bullish. But if this turns, we're probably going to go lower. Amazon squeezing right now, right at that 114. Now, this is not going to move as much, but if we have a rally, this can probably go up to about 117, 118. There's going to be a little hike at 115. These are moments where if we get through, there's going to be a premium hike. On the bottom side, 112. Tesla, still strong, still pretty strong, still chugging away. We got a big level up here. If we can get beyond 766, pre-market 760. So if we can get through 741, that's going to open way to about 760. I think 755, and then we have, let me just make this bigger because I can't see. So we have the short one, 741. 741 is a big one. We need to get above that. If we can get above that, then we're probably going to have these levels up here around 755. Then you have another one at 767. Okay, those are the levels for Tesla. Then you have a really big one. You have a beast number up here, around 777. Right around there is a beast number. If we can get through that, we can probably break through. But we need the rest of the market to rally as well. Apple, again, below 140, market's going to crater. We'll see. And Tesla, below 730, the market will crater. Okay, just know that. These two go below 140 and 730. CMG working pretty good. Nice squeeze, still chugging away. Probably coming to the end here. What else do we have? We have Lam Research. Remember, we have MU announcing Friday. Whatever they say is going to affect the chips. If they say that things are great, then chips rally, we all rally, and then that buy program is going to be good. Goldman Sachs looking good. 309 on Goldman. If Goldman can break 309, and let me look at Goldman because Goldman's going to be it's a cheap option play. Goldman had a nice squeeze 2 days ago, rallied, had a day of consolidation like the markets, and right now it's starting to move. If this thing can take out the pre-market highs of 307, it can probably rally all day. And what are the levels on top? You have a small one at 311, 316. And then there's a lot of consolidation here right around that 320. Mercado Libre, Intuitive, Shopify. Shopify has splits tomorrow. Has a split tomorrow. So are they going to take it up pre-market split the day before? That is a possibility. So if they do, we saw buy programs coming at 358, buy programs coming at 371. If it can take out 377, it's probably going to go to 400. Pretty easy. 395, 400. Okay, so that's Shopify. That could be a lotto play, guys. What else? Let me look at a couple others that I was not on the list. Oil 110. If you want to play oil, you can play Gush. Okay. If oil above 110, Gush is probably going to rally up. Okay. This is going to rally. This was oil about 120, 130. This is oil about 100. So oil below 100, this thing drops. Oil above 110, this thing is probably going to rally back up to these highs here. Again, 130. So we'll see. You have Gush. What else do we have? We have Google. I already kind of covered Google. That's all we have, guys, for today. Baba. So Baba, again, I'm just gonna tell you, if if the tariffs come off, and this is Baba on the daily, and we can see that Baba has been bought due to the fact of those tariffs. Potentially, they expire on July 6th. So again, if the tariffs come off and people are buying it, anticipating that he's not going to extend them, they're going to come off, then they're going to rally all China stocks. As you can notice, there's Baba. Baba moved from 95 back up to 120. Here's the inside scoop. We got Neo. Neo moving nicely from 17 up to 22. Tariffs come off. Neo's going to rally. What else do we have? Baidu. And Baidu moving off 129 to 155. This is probably the most extensive move so far out of all of them. All right, so just keep that in mind. Goldman Sachs, the banks. I think Goldman is moving as well nicely. We have some headwinds here around 310. We'll see. But right now, 304. If it can get beyond this headwind right here around 309, 310, we can rally. Fresh set of MACDs on the dailies. We'll see, and we'll see, guys. But this is going to coincide with the rest of the market rallying. We need to take out 39.32 in the E-minis. And so far, we're just lingering, right? We're lingering. Right now, the market's under pressure. We'll see, but we have another 40 minutes, 40 candlesticks to go. Bitcoin, I don't really trade Bitcoin, but again, it's at the mercy of the markets. If the market goes up, you'll see Bitcoin go up, but Bitcoin kind of sold off yesterday, right, holding that 50-day, and Ethereum right at that 50-day. So again, it's all about MicroStrategies 275. If it can probably go up there. It's trading between 275 and 134. So that's the range for MicroStrategies if you're interested. There's a little spot at 176. All right, guys, that's all we got. Like I said, my E-mini trades, I gave you to the layout. I'm looking at 37.50, 37.30. On the bottom side, 38.85. Those are the levels. If we can start breaking that, then we're gonna head lower. But pretty simple, easy day today, as far as laid out. Watch the market internals, guys, and we'll see what the market's up. All right. Good luck, guys. Go get it. And, let's see if we have a trend day today. The market internals will tell you that. We should see advanced decliners about 3-1, 5-1, somewhere in there. And then it starts increasing. All right. That's all. Take care. Bye-bye.